So we know that the Jedi Resistance is going to be playing a major role within Galaxy's Edge. But where does this leave the First Order and their presence within this new land? Well, we'll get into what we know so far up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast, and you know what, today let's just get right into it. So when Disney announced that they were bringing a Star Wars land to both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, fans quickly came to the realization that their dream of becoming a Jedi Master had just become a little bit closer to reality. But where exactly does this leave those fans who prefer and choose the dark side over the light? As we know that the story behind Batuu, which is the planet of Galaxy's Edge, is an outpost on the edge of the galaxy which has been a safe haven for the Resistance fighters. But within the story of the land, the First Order have arrived and are beginning to search for the rebel scum. But considering what we know about this land so far, we know that the Resistance will be the most prominent within Galaxy's Edge, with these areas here being mainly focused on the Resistance, with the inclusion of X-Wing fighters scattered around the land. But then there will also be some neutral areas within the land, such as the Cantina, and this area called Merchant's Row, which is in the middle section, and will feature many different types of market stalls, such as one run by a Toydarian, which will feel somewhat similar to the market vibe that can be seen in real life in Marrakesh. But one area where the First Order will have a distinct presence is this section, which is called the Docking Bay, in the top right hand quadrant of Galaxy's Edge, with the quickest way to get into this area of Galaxy's Edge either being through the Fantasyland entrance over in Disneyland or the Toy Story Land entrance into Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World. And it seems that Disney have decided to include a TIE fighter in this area instead of the previously shown Kylo Ren command shuttle that can be seen in more detail in this previous piece of concept art. But either way, it's rumoured that this area will include a First Order performance space that will apparently be some kind of First Order stunt show. Now this doesn't mean it's going to be anything like the Indiana Jones stunt show in Disney's Hollywood Studios, as it will be more along the lines of the Jedi Training Academy with the standing audience setup. But the show is said to feature a more elaborate storyline and effects within the show space. So if you're a massive fan of the dark side like I am, there will definitely be a space within Galaxy's Edge which is going to be called the Docking Bay, where you'll be able to go and see the First Order. Now I've heard recently some people talking about the 14-acre lands being built at Disneyland and Walt Disney World being exactly identical, and that's not quite the case. As yes, both of the lands will get the same two restaurants, a cantina and a quick service, and also the same two attractions, the Millennium Falcon and the Battle Escape attraction. But the queue layout for the pre-show sequences within the Battle Escape attraction, which is the major e-ticket dark ride, will be quite different depending on whether you're visiting Disneyland or Disney World's version of Galaxy's Edge, which I'm extremely happy to hear that Disney are giving a unique flair to each one of these lands despite them being nearly identical. Now regarding the official opening date for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there have been some rumblings recently that Disney would like to have a major marketing push on ABC and many different media channels for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World on the exact same day. But don't forget, we're around 18 months away from any such opening, so that date could always move and the plans could change. But it does lend more validity to the rumours that Disneyland may open their Galaxy's Edge before that of Walt Disney World's, as part of a special ticketed entry event, which would be a separate and individual charge on top of the standard park admission for early access to this new land. And I guess whilst we're talking about Galaxy's Edge, we should really check in with a construction update, as we've got these brilliant new aerial photos from BioReconstruct on Twitter. Go give them a follow if you haven't already, where we can finally see the theming beginning to take shape around the other end of the Grand Avenue entrance, with this fantastic rockwork tunnel seeming to be the other side of the Grand Avenue entrance. and the inclusion of some landscaping elements on the extremely large berm area at the back of Pixar Place. And another important thing to note here is the considerable berm that is beginning to be formed adjacent to Toy Story Land, where we can see the entrance tunnel in this area starting to take shape as well. But whilst we're talking about one entrance to one land, let's talk about another. As late last week, Disney released some promotional material for Toy Story Land, which gives us our first glimpse at the Woody welcome figure, which will greet guests at the entrance of the Toy Story Land. And it seems to confirm that the guests are roughly meant to be the height of the Green Army men within the land, as you can see that this figure seems to be around 5 feet tall. And in the other piece of promotional material, it shows the Slinky Dog Dash coaster in action. But it's pretty much the same angle of the figures of Jessie and Rex that we received late last year when they were being installed. Now let's move on to some information about Walt Disney World's version of the exclusive Club 33 that's going to be coming to all 4 of the parks, as apparently Disney have now reached out to the premium Golden Oak Club members with the pricing. That suggests that it will be, as expected, an eye-watering $25,000 joining fee, along with a $15,000 per year charge as well. And if you're wondering where these exclusive clubs are going to be within Walt Disney World, well, more of these foundations have been spotted over at the Adventureland veranda in the Magic Kingdom, where it's rumoured that this is going to be one of the locations for the exclusive Club 33, but the other locations are not yet decided. But now, it's over to you, Walt, and as I would like to know, what would you like to see included as part of this first order show within Galaxy's Edge? What type of storyline, special effects and characters would you like to see within this show? And also, what name would you give to this show? And don't forget to put the timestamp of where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comment down below, to be in with a chance to win a DSNY Newscast pin. And congratulations to Austin for winning with this suggestion from the previous video, where we were talking all about the rumoured additions maybe coming to Animal Kingdom in the next decade or so. And that's it for today, so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel. Hit the notification icon so therefore that way you will hopefully get an update every time one of these videos comes out. These videos have changed their schedule slightly, so they're coming out on a Tuesday and a Thursday now, Tuesday, Thursday. Just drop the Sunday show for a little while. And if you've enjoyed today's video, give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. It's a great way to help support this channel. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.